Yes. Yes. Everything is working today and we smooth and we live. What's up, good people? What's up, good people? Wake up with me. It's your man, Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. Man, I'm excited about today. That's me. Man, I'm excited about today. Let's get this up and running. Yes, first day live on Instagram for the year. If you're on Instagram, though, come over to YouTube, man. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all know how we do. So, good morning. Mindset Monday. Let's start this week off on the good foot. So, what we gonna do? Let me set this up because it's the first day that we got everything working. Um, I'm excited. First of all, let me commemorate. It is Martin Luther King Day. I was gonna choose to do another in remembrance type of live, but I chose not to. I chose to just continue giving the goods. Um, but I did put out the live that we did last year for MLK. You can't have community without communication. And he was a big old speaker. So I put that out on the page. If you subscribe, you get the notifications. You go to the community board, you'll see the link, the video, the live, all is right there today. So thank you everybody who's here. Thank you everybody who subscribed. And shout out to Martin Luther King, man. He was a pioneer. I won't stay there too long, but I'll tell you, when you say you can't have community without communication, he embodied that. He embodied that, and he was willing to stand on it so much that he was willing to risk his life behind it. And he did. And we know some of the ploys, the plots, the setups at play, right? But again, I digress. Uh, Once he started talking about how to actively start building in the Black community. Once he started talking about money, he was like, ho, ho, ho. You got to take this brother out. He's doing too much. But don't let that deter you. We are stronger as a union. It is well known, and you can't have community without communication. So let's communicate, people. Let's communicate. So to get into today's live, what was going on with me is at the end of last year, I always do my annual reflections. It's not even something that I try to do anymore. It's just habitual. I automatically get into that frame and asking myself, did I achieve my goals this year? What did happen? What didn't happen? What could have happened? Where did I mess up? Where did I do right? How can I apply what I need to apply for the next year, right? I always get into that realm. And one of the things that within my reflection I had came across with myself is, I love myself. First and foremost, I love myself. And I've allowed others. So yeah, last year I really put into I really had to hone in on patience. I wasn't patient, not enough, not to me, to the point where I wanted to improve on it, right? And what I would, what, Lord, what wound up happening is I became passive with being patient. See, patience and passiveness is two different things. I could be patient. Patience is just the internal realization that no matter what, the outcome will happen, and the outcome that happens will be the right one for me. So I don't need to rush. I don't need to force. I don't need to move. I don't need to, I don't need to go crazy and be anxious and overthinking and trying to hurry up and all of these things. out of impatience. No, I'm patient. I believe that God got his plans right, so it may not go according to my plan, but whatever happens is happening. It's the right thing that's supposed to happen. It's the right thing that's supposed to happen. So I'm good with patience. I don't have that much of a tolerance though, and I learned that from Sir Utley. Thank you. I could be patient, but I ain't gonna sit around and just tolerate anything. Now, that opened my mind up to I went into the realm of support. Not many support me the way I support others, even though I know it's not a comparison. It's been years for some people that, have shine. It's ubiquitous, everybody can use it. You never even went to the website, right? But I've bought from your store, I've bought from your brand many a times, but you ain't looking at mine. You haven't tuned into a live, you haven't subscribed to a channel, all of these things. And it's like, well, let's make this lighter for yourself, Trey. This is what I came across for last year. Make it lighter for yourself so that you're able to continue to move and blossom. You have blockages and obstacles. I love unconditionally and relentlessly. And with that comes confusion from other people because that's not the norm in today's society. Understood. Understood. You got to be the example. You lead by example, Trey. So what happened is I was like in 2025, after coming to a realization, you kind of get angry. I got angry with myself in the realm of like how could I? How could I allow other people to do less than or see me as less than? Or how could I allow myself to seem less than, right? All of that is in a sense of comparison though. So what I was about to do was match energy. What I was about to do was match the energy. But let me tell you, we are not matching energies moving forward. Anybody watching this right here, right now, hear me clearly and understand me well. You are not to match the energy of other people. Your energy is a pure essence, and you must stay in tune with that pure essence. For me to match someone else's energy is to be out of tune with my own. For me to match your energy is for me to stoop down to your character. That means I have to come out of my higher self to come down to your playing field to play your game that you created so you're better at that I know I'm going to lose. Hmm? If I want to win your game, I then have to study you and your game, learn your rules, play by them, and hopefully I'll do better than you. Now, trust me. It was funny, right? This is funny. As good as a guy I am an asshole. I accept that. So what I would tell people is don't be a bitch to me because I could be a bitch back and I'm better at it. Right? But I haven't said that in a long time because you know what that is? Matching energy. That is matching energy. It's like you wanted the nigga here now. That is matching energy. And we're not doing that moving forward. We're not doing that moving forward. Okay. Usually when we talk about matching someone's energy, it's in the negative. All of the memes, all of the posts, everybody's story that's talking about now we're gonna match your energy is usually in a negative realm. And I'll tell you about how we're not matching energy positively too. But it could lead to you absorbing negativity since you matching the energy. If you matching the energy, remember misery loves company. Matching energy, you're willingly giving misery your company. I ain't doing that. I can't do it. I can't do it. This impacts your own mood. So now you're sitting there. I heard was where did I hear it? I heard recently that holding a grudge is like drinking poison thinking that the other person is going to be affected. Matching energy. Drinking poison thinking that the other person is going to be affected. No, this is going into your body. This is what you're absorbing. Toxicity. This is what you're absorbing and allowing to happen. So when you match energy, it's impacting yourself. You on demon time? Oh, okay. So you're a demon now? I'd rather be angelic. Huh? This is messing with your well-being, man. And this can compromise your authenticity. This is it goes into the realm of he who stands for nothing falls for everything. This goes into the realms of being a nice guy because you're adapting to others. You're playing, like I said, you're playing by everybody else's rules, not your own. So when you match the energy, it's good that you're aware of the energies present, but it does not mean that you are to match everybody else's energy. Be aware of the energy present and what is it signaling, but don't fall into it, right? Let's see. With me, okay, I also say that, hold on, because we about to go in. We about to go in. With me, I tell people, and it's not a brag, it's not a boast, it's evidently true. No one who stays in my presence long enough cannot love me. I say that again. If anybody is in my presence long enough, you will love me. How? How can I be so bold to say something like that? Because I accept nothing less. My energy accepts nothing less. It may be a challenge at first. Most people who are in my presence at first are confused, they're doubtful, they challenge, as in, like, try to mock or mimic me, right? And I learned mimicry is actually a compliment because in order for you to mimic me, you have to be paying attention. Which is a component in communication that we fall short on: listening, understanding, empathy. So for you to mimic me, you have to be paying attention. Now that's the positive side of matching energy, right? Because a lot of times on the surface it's false, but the mind is the victim to the monster of repetition. So if you're in my presence long enough and you're one of those who starts out, it's like a process, like questioning, confused. Why is he smiling all the time? Secondly, doubtful. He ain't that happy. It's fake. Hmm. Then third, mimicry, mockery. Everybody that be trying to copy my laugh and stuff, I'd be like, you got to be sexy to do my laugh. But, but it's all jokes. It's all love with me. I'm not upset about it. I don't feel any animosity. I don't feel any hate, right? And that energy is felt. So once you're starting to mimic me, I mean, you're copying me. Your energy is copying my energy. It starts to affect. Positivity holds more power. Negativity spreads faster, but positivity holds more power. My pureness cleans toxicity. And it ain't something that I do intentionally for other people. That's for me. And it's infectious. That's one of my nicknames. It's contagious because other people who have acknowledged me, right? The same people who have went through that breakdown of confusion, doubt, mimicry, and then acceptance. That's just how he is. Now my nickname is Smiley. Now my nickname is Contagious, you know, because you're going to, I'm going to be good. So good that those around me are going to be good. Those that want to be good come around me. That's my energy radiating. You become a lighthouse. So why would I want to match your energy when you dark, you toxic, you miserable? Hmm? Why would I want to match your energy? Why would I turn off my light, dim my light for you? I had to come to that conclusion, man. We're not matching energy. We're not matching energy here in 2025 and going forward.
Message.
Okay? We're not doing that. Now, when you match negative energy, it can pull you it can pull you into a spiral, a negative spiral, right? Um, and if you stay there long enough, you have loss of self. A lot of people don't realize they have lost themselves by simply matching the energy of others in their environment. Remember, I said misery loves company. So, why is it that so many people act so similar? How did this become a toxic workplace? More than likely, it started from the head, right? The head got sick and it infected the body. No matter where it started at, how does it continue to spread? It stops at me, I tell you that. If it's at me, so many people, I'm telling you, man, in my workplace is considered one of the worst environments. I didn't know going into it. I just was like, seems like a stable occupation until I get my bearings straight enough to simply rely on myself. It's just a stepping stone for me. So I never really paid attention to hello. That's part of the reason why we don't match energy is you have to focus on yourself and what you want and be so steadfast on your goals, your purpose that you are unshaken. You can't quiver, man. You can't knock me off my pivot. No matter the environment, no matter the like level. I don't pay attention to levels. I don't pay attention to status. I don't pay attention to, you know, I said levels. What's another word for it? I don't want to say authority. titles. I don't pay attention to titles. I don't pay attention to the things that make other people seem as though they have some type of leg up on other people. No, we're human first. And I understand mindset. So even if you're the CEO or, highest operating manager or, I'm gonna tell the next person above, all right, tell them. I would love to have a conversation with them. Nothing can take me out of me. Nothing can take me out of me. You know how many times I've been pulled into the office because of my mentality, because not easily I don't operate out of fear. So, like, they try to use scare tactics. They try to use scare tactics to get me to do more, break the buck. Mm. They try to use scare tactics to get the ones who work a lot to do more work instead of trying to get the ones who don't work to do their share. And I acknowledge this. I don't live by fear. So I'm willing to help, but I know my parameters, and you can't force me to do anything outside of what I actually want to do, right? You can ask me, and I'll be more willing to comply. I'll be willing to help. Good. Communication is everything. But if you try to force me and scare me, you just leading yourself down a rabbit hole, boo boo. So within them trying all of these different scare tactics, they went up the ladder, up the ladder, up the ladder to the point I'm talking to the district manager. I got the district manager's cell phone number. Nobody else does. I got the district manager's cell phone number and email because it's like I came in here seemingly for this problem. But there was a reason why you needed to be in my presence. I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me. If I was to match energy, oh man, I wouldn't have made it to none of them levels. If I was to match energy, none of that would happen. I would fall subdue to the scare tactics. Oh man, I might lose my job. Dang, they called the district manager on me, man. I guess I don't got no choice but to do all of what you're trying to force me to do that you know ain't right. No, sir. No, sir. And after a continuous bout with that type of energy, you can easily lose yourself. Don't match the energy. Don't match the energy. It takes too much energy. Let me tell you, because I've done this. I've matched the energy before. It takes too much energy. You become your energy becomes exhausted. You're exhausted. You're exhausted, right? Like I said, trying to play somebody else's game, trust me, they have more endurance in this arena. They have more stamina in this arena. They have more tactic. They have more skill. I could be petty. I know this, but it's only a level of pettiness that I have. Like it's on that level of ha ha surface. It's funny. I ain't trying to stab your deep wounds, right? So when I see somebody who's excellent at pettiness, I ain't about to go toe to toe with them. Unless it's just surface level tit for tat little jokes, you know what I'm saying? Like I love to laugh. We can make jokes, but it gotta come from a center of love. If you are intentionally trying to hurt me with your words, I acknowledge that, and I'll show you some love. I'll give you some distance. Come and me correct the next time. You know what I mean? Energy. You can feel when the vibe is different. no matter who it is. Energy. I tell you, yesterday, yesterday, this year has been amazing, right? But this year has come the amazing has come from the discipline that I've instilled in myself, the challenges that I've given myself in all areas, and I've been reaping the benefit, but it has not been easy. Yesterday was one of those hard days. It was a troubling day. It was a challenging day, right? Now, on the forefront, nothing negative has happened. I finally took my Christmas decorations down. That was a bigger task than I expected it to be, so it happened at the rightest of times when I actually had time. I love a rainy Sunday. It was a rainy Sunday, right? Nice, calm, gray, cool, chill, right? I decluttered, spent time with my baby. We went out, we cooked together, we ate together, and by the time that we went to sit down to eat, both of us was tired. I had been up, y'all know me, I'm a morning person. I had been up for a good I had been up since like 5 a.m. It's like 9:30 p.m., right? And it was one moment like I was dealing with my challenges. One of my challenges is that I have to allow myself to chill. Like I did all of this stuff. I've been up since 5 a.m. cleaning, decluttering, organizing, setting up for this, uh, looking for other things that I could do and execute, learning, all of these things. Like I've been active and I'm just looking at the game like I want to play the game. I want to sit down and I did not permit myself to do so. So for a while, that was one of my challenges is permitting myself to relax. So in that spare time that I had, I was just battling self and I was feeling it. Now on the forefront, I'm still smiling, still cooling, but my woman knows my energy. She came around the corner one time, she saw me, she said, "What's wrong?" I was like, "What you mean?" Like I was after 17 years, I'm still surprised that you could see through my veil. Yeah, I'm still surprised you can see through the surface and go straight to the energy, bro. She went and hit it right on the head, like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing, nothing." And then I was like, "Nah, let me be honest. I'm battling myself to actually do what it is that I set out to do, but I'm okay. I'm just going through the process right now." You know what I mean? And with that acknowledgement, it allowed me to do for myself. I still didn't play the game, but I set up today where, I scheduled my day for good stuff, not all work related. Um, so yeah, talking about energy, like you acknowledge energy, you acknowledge a vibe, you acknowledge when things are tense, are light, are positive or negative, right? You know when somebody you can deem toxic, huh? Even if they cool, because it's crazy to see the positive potential in a toxic person. So that makes you want to stay around them because of their positive potential, but all the while you're absorbing toxicity. It can get deep. It can get deep, right? Matching someone's energy is emotionally exhausting. You are aware. I want you to acknowledge, right, the energy. I want you to acknowledge the emotions that come with it. It could be emotionally draining. It could be emotionally draining. I have people, me can't have community without communication. I have people who only relies on me to communicate. I'm sure you can relate, everybody who's watching. only relies on me to communicate. If I don't communicate, there is no communication between us. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna match their energy. I've had this experience. I'm gonna match their energy. And sure enough, there's no communication between us. But guess who's suffering? It's me. If it was something that we were supposed to do, something that we needed to do, or something that I felt that you needed to hear, some reason that I needed to communicate with you, then that's on me. I'm stepping out of my character by not doing what I feel I am called to do. And we'll get into that on another live, if they can't reciprocate, if they can't, some people just we got to accept that people aren't the same as we are. And everybody grows at their own pace. Everybody grows at their own pace. And that's a beautiful thing. So we have to accept that. I had to work on that. So we're going to talk about that. Um, we have to accept that, but that doesn't mean that you have to exhaust yourself for someone else. This wasn't the case for me. These errors of communication, like I said, if it was something that needed to be communicated and I saw it, and that means it was my vision, it was my responsibility. I take accountability for it. But me trying to match somebody else's energy left me to be quiet. Now I'm not speaking. I remember I said I was patient and it turned into passiveness. Now I'm not speaking up on situations that I thought needed someone to speak up on it. It was my turn. It was my responsibility. I take accountability for the flaw in those moments, right? Can't have community without communication. So matching someone's energy led me to be quiet when I should have spoke. Woo! That was a heavy truth for me. Right? Let's see. Another way of matching energy is a negative thing is like you can become a yes man. So when you match someone's energy, they usually adapt to you. They're usually attached to you. So this is how a lot of negative bonds, they call them trauma bonds, what have you. Negative bonds are created through matching negative energy. Come on, man. These trauma bonds, these negative bonds are created from matching negative energy. you know, it's some people that you just know, like, I don't even want to answer this phone call because I know all they gonna do is gossip. All they gonna do is talk about someone else or something, something negative. But you enabled that. You enabled that behavior by matching that energy. So they feel as though you're the right companion for this type of come on, come on. Don't match that energy, bro. What we not gonna do is match energy. Now, remember I said I was gonna tell you how matching energy could be in a positive sense. We're not doing that either. And the reason why I simplify it real quick, the reason why is because you want to be your authentic self. So if you are truly inspired, if you are truly motivated, or if you are truly impacted, right? Then you absorb that energy and carry on. You make the proper adjustments for you. Hold on. But a lot of times It's fake. It's forced. So when people try to match positive energy, like when people at first, when you start to develop yourself intentionally, at first, when you start to see the results outwardly, it's addicting. You want everybody to be on this wave. You want everybody to be on this frequency. You want everybody should be intentionally improving themselves. Always improving the mind. And that's a good thing that you want for other people, but we can't force it, right? And like I said, mimicry and falsehood, uh, a lot of people give you a yes just to get you out of their face, becoming a yes man, just to get you out of their face. So I know a lot of people who, when they learn something or learn better, they want to shout it from the rooftops, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But I could tell that it's fresh for you. So you're excited about this. You haven't gone through enough trial, and I'm here for you, right? But as you go along, you'll realize, and this has been my experience, as you'll go along, you'll realize that a lot of it is on the surface. I call them surface dwellers. I call them surface dwellers. And on that surface, things can look good, but we can't expect to change overnight. So imagine someone's energy, even if it's positive, can be the wrong thing for you. This ain't, this ain't an overnight fix. A lot of times they say the truth hurts. The truth hurts because it's a realization of what you've been doing wrong this whole time. It's a process. You now have to forgive your former self who was doing wrong once you know right. So even if, say for instance, myself, I'm a beacon of light, right? I'm a measure of truth, right? I'm pure in this toxic environment, and I won't allow anything to intoxicate me. So a lot of times people have self realizations. I tell you, when I had my self realization, um, I had became a bully, like the actual bully, like a physical bully, and this was in high school. Uh, I was throughout school, shoot. In elementary, I got expelled for fighting so much. I had to go to another school. They wound up accepting me back at the old school, and I didn't fight anymore there. Middle school, I didn't do much fighting, but high school, man, high school, I had got into my bully phase, and that was because I was in a rebellious phase. I didn't like how life was shaping. My loved ones are passing. It's a new environment. We in a popularity realm, and I don't meet the external standard. Um, Other people are having experiences. I'm in this realm of comparison. You got this peer pressure. I'm figuring myself out, and I was angry. I went to anger management like 4 times within basically every year of high school. I had to go to anger management because I'm fighting, and not only am I fighting, but I'm causing the fights. I'm starting the fights, and I had this realization. I didn't even realize I was being a bully until I actually bullied somebody who met me with love, and I know who that person is. I won't shout out his name, but shout out to him because he gave me the actualization. When you don't match the energy, it makes people have to look at themselves. Like, what did I do that for? And that's what happened with me. I bullied. I was about to say I tried. No, I actually bullied this guy. Could have caused him physical harm. I'm glad he didn't get hurt. Uh, and instead, he was protective. He didn't respond trying to be violent. He asked me questions, and I'm in his face. I'm at him, you know. And this is in high school. And as soon as he gave me that response, I was like, "What am I doing?" I apologized to him. I gave him my lunch. I gave him my lunch money. Was like, "Yo, this ain't me, bro." I was ready to cry in front of that man. Like, "Yo, this ain't me, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize. It never happened again." I now acknowledge, I have that level of aggression in me, but it has to be used. It's energy. It has to be utilized for the right things. I have that aggression in me, but that aggression has to go into something positive. It goes into my work, my workouts, my discipline, you know, achieving my goals. That energy is put into those type of things versus self-neglect, self-sabotage, and outward treachery. Hello? When you do not match the energy, people have no choice but to look at themselves. So how did my self conform this entire environment to me? It's by being me. It's by staying me. I didn't I didn't conform to everybody else's toxicity. No, I'm gonna stay my happy old self. What are you smiling for? Whole group of people, multiple groups of people looking at me and pointing, and he's smiling. I bet it don't last for 2 weeks and all this stuff. And I'm just like, hmm. You know what I'm saying? I turn around, I see him, I be like, hello. Hey y'all. I know y'all over there talking about me. Might as well talk to me. Hey y'all. Oh, we gotta take him in the office, try to break his mind. That won't happen. Make him do X and about X amount of all this extra stuff. That won't happen. You know what I mean? Oh man. It's just I'm not matching the energy. So that's the same when it comes to the positive side, how it can be negative is when people do realize, you know, positive energy, they want to match it. They want to mirror the energy. They want to match it. Uh, and you have it bestowed within you, but you haven't tapped into it enough for it to just flip the switch, for it to just clean the slate, right? It's a process. So I need you, when somebody is trying to match your positive energy, you could allow it on the surface, but understand that it may not be consistent. It may just be for that moment. And that person can go right back to them toxic cells like within the next conversation, within the next 2, 3 minutes, they back to them their toxic cells, right? So I need you not to get taken out or upset at when people try to match your positive energy and it seems like it didn't work. Don't let that be a reflection of you, for one. Another thing for the person that's matching the positive energy, if it's not yours, uh, I, if it's not yours, then it's not authentic. And you need authenticity. So I need you to pay attention a little bit deeper. What about this person is you trying to actually match? 'Cause a lot of times when people try to match my energy, they try to be like me. It starts to be mimicry, like I said, mockery instead of authenticity. Or like, I just wanna be like you. What is it about me that you want in your life? Because trying to be like me, you're no longer trying to be you, and that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. It might work for a little bit, but that ain't gonna work. I need you to be able to think for yourself, want and do for yourself. Love yourself. This is why we not matching energy, all in all, because once you love yourself, you're not gonna go outside of you to appease or affect others, negatively or positively. I'm here now sharing my experiences with you all. Yes, I would love for it to impact you positively, but I need this to be for you. I'm speaking to me on what happened to me and on how my experiences have molded my mindset. I got to lead by example. So I would love a positive impact, yeah. A positive influence, yeah. But I can't expect you to be like me. I can't expect you to just match my energy, right? I can't expect that. And if it does happen, I would want it to be genuine. I would want it to be authentic. You know that, and that's not you matching my energy. That's just you having a level of energy that I vibe with. Simple. A level of understanding that I could tap into. So it's not about matching energy. We're not doing that going forward. We're not doing that. We're gonna set healthy boundaries. We're gonna stay grounded in our own energy, right? You're gonna try to be a positive influence for yourself first, and then it will reflect outwardly. We're gonna have this healthy self-care. Sign up to shinecareproducts.com. We do self-care Saturday every Saturday. It's the brand that emphasizes self-care. Okay. Prioritizing yourself. Like, I'm married, but I'm about to take myself on a date. Date yourself. That sounds weird, I know, but it's simply I'm treating myself to the movies. Just yesterday, I had it so bad that I was beating myself up that I had free time because I'm so focused on discipline. And today, I'm giving myself grace and I'm treating myself to a movie I've been wanting to see since last year. It's still in theaters. While it's in theaters, I'm gonna go check it out. Already got my ticket. So take care of yourself. Be a positive light. That light will shine upon all darkness. Stand in your own energy, right? And set some healthy boundaries so that others can't impede on your energy as well. From here on out, we are not matching energy. Woo! From here on out, we are not matching energy. Now, what I will say, as I wrap it up here, remember I told you I was doing my reflection, and all of this had came from the realm of support. And surface level me was like, well, shoot, if you don't support me, I ain't gonna support you. True. But it's not that people don't support you, it's how they support. Me, I go above and beyond. And I know that. So I want to talk to you. Can't have community without communication. I want to talk to you. I want to brainstorm with you. I want to help you bring those ideas into reality. I want to give you any game, any information, any experience I have in that area. I want to like, share, comment. I spread the word. I buy the product. I use the service. I like to support. That's me. I done subscribed. I done followed. That's me. And I don't do it in hopes of reciprocity. So why am I now upset that you do not reciprocate? Real question I had to have for myself. No, 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 sir. Instead, you do not have to exhaust so much energy just to support someone else. If they are not, and this is not talking to self, this is not about the level of support that they give you, but acknowledge that level of support because that's usually how much energy, that's a gauge on how much energy that you need to put into theirs. If it stopped at following each other, hey, I just showed you my support. You got you got another follower, right? If that did it for you, mission accomplished. You got a new product, you got a new line, you got a new service, you got a new thing going on. I could share it if I align with it, only if I align with it. I just supported you. I could DM you, I could text you, I could show you some type of love like, hey, you know, like, hey, I see you. Keep going. And I set it up to support. What I learned is you can only help others as much as they allow. So, one of my things for this year, one of my goals for this year is to help others without overstepping or underserving. Helping others without overstepping or underserving. And I pay attention to that. So I might know a whole lot of things that can benefit you, but I'm not to just dump all of these things on you. It's going to be an overload. And I can only help those who allow how much they allow me to. So instead, I just, hey, here's a little tidbit, here's a little information, or just let me let you know a little bit about me. I actually have experience in that realm. If you want, we could always have a conversation. And that was my part. If that person now wants to have a conversation, then we can do that. I'm not overstepping. I'm not underserving. And that's where my level of support is. I have to I have to gauge, what are you ready for? A lot of people aren't ready for the level of support that I got to give. And other people are already past your support. I got that phrase in my head. You treat them like a celebrity, they'll treat you like a fan. And it's like, I supported you to the utmost, and you can't even pay attention to me. I might have done too much. That's on me. But you got my support. I want to see you win. There's no bad blood. I want to see you win. It just don't have to be off of my back. We're not matching energy. I'm simply adjusting my energy to what's right for me. So if I'm not putting all of this energy into you anymore, it's not that I'm matching your energy. Your energy shouldn't be so low that me not doing for you is matching, right? But it's not that I'm matching your energy. I'm just simply putting this energy because energy doesn't die. I'm just simply putting this energy where it needs to be that's more in alignment with me. Because if I gave you all of this energy and you was matching, then it wouldn't be a problem. We'll just keep going up and up and up. But since it seems to be dying out, I'm not gonna allow my energy to die with it. No, it's going in other places that are more purposeful for me. Simple as that. And I hope that you guys understand. I know that you understand, but I hope that you can put that into perspective for yourselves. When I say we not matching energy, it's not from a negative standpoint. It's not from a sense of self-neglect. It's out of love that you're not matching lower energies. You're just gonna stay your higher self and continue to put out positive, good energy in the direction, into the things that are feeding your spirit, feeding your mental, improving your life experience. That's it. This is not when I say we're not matching energy, I'm saying we're not focused on the things that are going to take away from us. That's it. We are going to focus on the things that are in alignment with us that can bring us a positive impact, a positive influence that we see for our lives. And I conclude. This has been Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind, Mindset Monday. We are not matching energy going forward. Much love to everybody. Stay great, and I'll be seeing you.